Irv woke up before sunrise. While other 16-year-olds were still dreaming, he was already at the local market in Gorakhpur, helping his father set up their vegetable stall. It was just another hard day, but inside his head, something much bigger lived. Small-town big dreams. He never said it out loud. People would laugh. But every sack lifted, every tomato sold, was part of his never-give-up story. Only those who dream big with muddy feet understand what he felt. While weighing okra, Irv solved math problems in his head. While his father shouted prices, he imagined exam questions. This wasn't just about studying. It was about escaping statistics. He had read about inspirational Indian stories, like Sonu, the tailor's son who got into IIT, and thought, why not me? That was the beginning of Irv's journey to IIT. When he overheard talk of a free coaching success program for IIT preparation, his heart raced. It sounded crazy, but it was the kind of crazy that could change everything. His father wasn't supportive. They couldn't afford to waste time. But in that no, Irv found his first real yes, his own. He didn't know it yet, but that moment would flip his world upside down. Anushka ma'am wasn't like the other teachers. She made eye contact, listened deeply, and saw beyond grades. When Irv solved a math problem the entire class struggled with, she noticed something rare. And when she learned he was the son of a vegetable seller, it hit her hard. She asked only one question. Do you want to go to IIT? That's when the teacher changed my life chapter began. Afternoons in the market became late nights in the library. The books on the shelf became his family. Irv studied through his father's snores, the laughter of neighbors, and the honks of street vendors. He read until his eyes burned, until only his light was left on in the library. This was more than effort. It was the soul of hard work and dreams. He was living his library study struggle page by page. Of course, there were days he wanted to quit. When classmates mocked him, saying, "Kids like you don't pass JE," he almost believed it. Almost. But then came the answer no one saw coming. IIT JE success story. Irv passed. Not just passed, excelled. Ranked 432 out of millions. The boy who once sold eggplants now wore the badge of IIT Bombay. And his real-life success story had just begun. Years later, Irv returned to Gorakhpur, not in a luxury car or with flashy clothes. He came back with a whiteboard, a stack of books, and a fire inside his chest. He opened a coaching center in a leaky classroom, surrounded by hope. He knew the next slum to IIT story might be sitting there barefoot, but with the same hunger in their eyes. People started calling him Irv Sir. Strange, right? The same boy who once carried baskets of squash was now teaching calculus. In class, he shared his journey like a treasure map. He spoke of mistakes, of sleepless nights, of fear. And each student thought, if he did it, maybe I can too. His story became more than motivation. It was a living, breathing Indian motivation story. It didn't take long for the world to notice. Websites, newspapers, YouTube channels. Everyone wanted to share the boy who never gave up. A humble boy, one of us, who proved that education changed my life isn't just a poster slogan. It's reality. The story went viral, or it became proof that a no can be the beginning of a massive yes. And from there, a new generation of topper from small-town kids began to rise. Now tell me, what's your excuse? Because if the son of a vegetable seller could crack IIT Bombay after selling veggies in the morning and studying by a dim library bulb at night, what's stopping you? No time? No support? Maybe, just maybe, what's really missing is a belief that you can, and the guts to start anyway. Have you ever stopped to think that your story isn't inspiring yet simply because you're still stuck in chapter 1? Maybe today is the day to turn the page. Read a book, join a free course, silence your phone, and chase what really lights you up. Irv's journey isn't a fairy tale. It's a mirror. And the real question is, will you keep watching stories or finally start writing your real-life success story? If this story touched something in you, then hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Here, we don't sell ready-made dreams. We build them together because you know deep down, dreams don't belong to the rich. They belong to the determined. And if you've come this far, you already have a spark. Now let it burn.